Well, hello, friend. I am so excited that you're here. This is a Story Life Writing YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel if you're interested in writing, in learning to tell good stories. If you're interested in author interviews and editor interviews, be sure to click subscribe and also hit the bell so you get the notifications. Today I am doing the Authortube Newbie Tag. So this is super fun. So I'm just gonna go through the questions and answer them. Yay! Let's do it. Okay. Number 1. How did you find out about Authortube? That's a good question. I think that I found out about Authortube probably 2 years ago, I think. Watching Bethany Atazada and also Brittany Wang. And I've found others through through searching and getting recommendations on the side on YouTube, but definitely found Authortube through them. So they're super cool too. So I'll definitely link them in the descriptions below. Okay, and second question, what genres do you write in? I would have to say that I love to write in many different genres. I love to read different genres. I've got YA books, I've got adult contemporary fiction, I've got historical fiction, I've got sci-fi. I love reading all kinds of stuff. So I like to write all kinds of stuff. So the story that I'm currently working on is a contemporary chick flick. So right now I'm currently working on my contemporary books and stuff to get them out. And but soon after, and I would like to release my fantasy. So I love to write all genres. Like, you can't just pick one. Like, I love all of them. And guess just being a multi-passionate creative, I love to be in all areas. So I like all genres. Okay, number 3. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? It's a really good question, a very big question. First one, writing tense. I like to write in first person past tense. And I also like to write in third person. So those are my two POVs and writing tense. And then for category of story, children's, YA, NA, adult, etc. I'd have to say I am YA, NA, and adult. I like to write in those categories. I mean, someday when I have kids, I might like writing a children's story too. Like, there you go again with my wanting to be in every area. So, but right now, I'm mainly focusing on that YA, NA, and adult. So number 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or a plantser? Well, I used to think that I was a pantser, and this is before I found Save the Cat, which, if you guys know, I'll link a video up here or here, wherever it goes. But anyways, I love Save the Cat. I absolutely love Save the Cat. And I used to think that I was a pantser and I was not an outliner, but I guess you could call me kind of like a plotter plantser. I mean, like, if I figure out an outline, so like my beats for the story, and then I get halfway through and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't how I want it to go. This is not how the story ends. Then I divert. And it's kind of like a guidebook. I like to think of it as a guidebook. You know, when you're traveling somewhere, like when I went to England many years ago, I had a guidebook and I would follow it to this little area, and then all of a sudden I'd be at the Parliament building, and then I'd be like, no, I'm not going to go and stop there. I'm actually going to walk across the bridge, walk along the Thames, get a hot cocoa at a coffee shop, and just enjoy my time. And then from there on, I could continue to the point that I had next on my beat list, or I can change it completely. And that's the great thing that I feel about writing in this way. It's not just contingent on just your outline. You can change it. It's not written in stone. So I do like that. Number 5, are you indie published, traditionally published, or yet to be published? So I am indie published. In the future, I wouldn't mind to be a hybrid author, so being in both the indie published world and the trad published world. Right now, I'm just focusing on choosing myself and publishing my books because I know they're good, and telling the stories that I have, because I have so many story ideas and I keep getting more story ideas every single day. Like, I could just be walking down the street and boom, a story idea. So I need to turn those ideas into stories. So I have a few books out already. I have a compilation of short stories about couples and long distance relationships, and I really enjoyed writing that. It's like 6 short stories. And then I also have a nonfiction out, all about the creative life and living your happiest, healthiest life as a creative. So those are the 2 books that I have out, and they are both indie published. And the next book coming out is October 2021. I'm going to be releasing a serial. So basically you can think of it as a TV show in novel format. So each episode will be released every 2 weeks, which is super exciting. Number 6, what publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? So my publishing company is called Northwoods Publishing, and I chose that name because up here where I live in North Dakota. I'm from Minnesota, so I always like to tell people that here in North Dakota, I am where the prairies meet the forests, and I love nature, and I guess I show that in my writing, but I also wanted to show it in my publishing company. So yes, I'm represented by Northwoods Publishing. Number 7, what type of Authortube related videos will people be able to see on my channel? So I love talking about the writing life, and I love talking about story. And so everything that I talk about is going to be related to being a writer and learning your craft and becoming a better writer. I also like sharing author interviews. You'll end up seeing author interviews with authors that I adore, love, and have gotten to know throughout the years. So if that sounds good and interesting to you, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell as well so that you see all the new videos. Number 8, when did you start writing? That is a funny question. I swear I've been writing as long as I could hold a pen. Like, I remember having a notebook that I was like drawing stories and writing stories, and I just loved it. It's something I absolutely loved. And then in high school, I was a big journaler and would journal my life. I just journal. And my mom had mentioned, she's like, well, maybe you'll be a journalist someday. And I was like, oh, maybe that could be fun. And a while later, then I found out what my name means, Devin. Devin means poet, it was life-changing. And I've been writing ever since I could hold a pen. And in college, after college, I just started focusing on my stories, and I love writing. I've loved it ever since I was little. Number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? This is funny. So when I was probably like 8 years old, I wrote a story about these fairies, and I had a special name for them, and they came from the rainbow, and they were just beautiful, and every single one of them were from different flowers. I just loved them. They were so sweet, and I wrote a bunch of stories, and I also did the illustrations and drew them as well and everything. I think that in the future I'll probably do a kid's book with them in it again, but I'm gonna have to revisit my drawings of them from back then and revamp them. 10. What authors have inspired your writing the most? This is a lovely question, and I love it. Okay, well, first of all, C.S. Lewis, because he was huge in my life. Like, I swear, he's the writer that made me want to be a writer. And whenever I read a story by him, I was like superly inspired and wanted to make other people feel what I felt when I was escaping to Narnia. Other books that have inspired my work. I love, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see it, but up here I've got a lot of books, you guys. But up here you can see books that have inspired my writing. And another one of those is actually All the Light That We Cannot See. That's a more recent one. The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. Also, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. And all of the Chronicles of Narnia. I would have to say those are probably the stories that touched me the most and also kind of shaped me as a writer. Number 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? Yes, so I schedule my writing and I've just updated my schedule. So I'm going to be starting with my writing earlier in the day. Recently, I've been doing writing sprints every Tuesday and Thursday, and that's really been good. But lately, I've revamped my schedule, and I'm going to be writing a lot more hours a day. And like before this, like before I changed my schedule, I was more of the write whenever I can, write whenever I get a free moment, and yeah. But I've changed that since then. Number 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? And where do you write in general? So this is my office. So I'm going to answer that question first. I write in here. I will do a YouTube video, update of my office so that you can see what the whole office looks like. And so I'll do that here in the upcoming weeks. So it'll be a little fun tour of my office. This is where I work most of the time. So I sit here at my desk and I type away. So I basically, I have been writing my story by hand. But lately I've found out I can't get words out as fast as I can if I were typing them, which puts a damper on my writing, how much comes out. So I have been typing a lot on my computer, and I use Scrivener. I love Scrivener. It's an amazing writing program. If you don't have it yet, be sure to click down below in my description. There's a link down there where you can get 30 days of a free trial. Where you can get a free trial for 30 days, which is really cool. You're gonna wanna just get it. And lastly, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of Authortube? Well, I absolutely love the positive community and how just like creating friendships with people that you would have never known before and people that are interested in the same things as you. Because I feel like when I was younger, like in high school and college, like it was so easy to think that I was the only one that was kind of like alone in this little world of being a writer, which that was not real. Like we're all together in this. We all are storytellers. We all love to tell a story. So we are together in this, we're not just alone. A lot of people will say that writing is a very solitaire, very alone job where you just sit at the desk. Well, it can be, but that's the great thing about Authortube is that you've got friends in this with you, people that are experiencing the same things as you. Getting to know more writers and helping them tell their stories the best that they can. That was a super fun little Authortube tag, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to click the subscribe button below if you like this video and want to see more videos like this and author interviews as well. And I hope that you have a lovely day. Talk to you later. Bye!